your lucky day. I'm going to do a third one today. This is a raw file. I've just opened up the shadows a wee bit, brought the highlights down. I'm not going to crop it. I'm going to try and get the eyes sort of on the third. So I'm putting the subject over towards the third rather than in the middle. Dead center is dead composition, as I always say. So there is the right eye as you look nicely over towards the intersection of thirds. Just hit enter. Now, for anybody who comes on my Photoshop workshops, they do get a set of actions. One of the problems with this image is the hair coming across the cheek there. That is something that is quite difficult to clone out using the ordinary clone tool, because you'll be cloning pieces of skin that have different areas of brightness and shadow, etc. So I have a little frequency separation action that I've made. You don't need to understand frequency separation, you just need to play the action. So what it has done is it has made a group, and inside the group are a color layer. I should write on that color layer, and this one is texture layer. So by default you will end up on the texture layer, without doing anything, and you simply clone using the clone tool. And I would normally recommend you come in here. I'm at, look up here, 200%. So Alt click there, that sets where you're going to clone from, and then maybe change it here. Alt click, Alt click, Alt click, Alt click. So this is a very good little action for getting rid of hairs. I mean, I know people who would spend hours doing this, and frankly, who could be bothered? You would either leave it in there, or I certainly wouldn't take hours just to get rid of a couple of hairs. So you can end up with some little artifacts there. This is where you then go onto the color layer, and I'm using the freehand lasso tool. It's feathered by, I'm going to feather this by 6 pixels, and I'm just going to loosely select that. And this is where you experiment a wee bit. Blur, Gaussian blur, and I'm going to put it to about 16. So what it's doing is basically blending colour and the colour on each side of where you've selected. Now there is still a little line there, so that can be made perfect presumably by the spot healing brush. So those hairs are gone, and I need a wee bit of work on the skin here. I'm just going to do Command J, and I'm going to use the spot healing brush again. Again, coming in, I'm at 100%. Yeah, there's not much there to worry about. So flatten image. Command J, I would probably run Imaginomic on that. %, maybe go 50%, flatten image. Now, what I'm going to do is, I've got a picture here just literally of a cloudy sky taken on a nice day with, you don't want too much, you don't want really strong highlights, you just want a nice bit of texture and colour in the sky. So Command A to copy, Command A to select all, Command C to copy, and then back into the Fredau image, Shift Command V, and that pastes it. Command T to transform it, and I'm just going to draw that out. I'm going to draw it out over the edges quite a lot for a reason that will become clear shortly. So there we go. Hit enter. So if I change the blending mode of this to soft light, we now have a nice cloudy background in over the grey background that she was shot against. But you don't want it over the face. Do you mind what it does over the shawl? If you do, just paint it out. So all you have to do is hit the mask button, B for brush. My foreground colour is white, so if I hit X, I've changed it to black. I'm going to paint at pressed 0 for 100% opacity, and with a soft edge brush, I'm now going to paint in black over a white mask to mask out the cloudy sky over Fredau's face. And I don't mind what it's doing to the shawl, but I'm just going to paint. I'm going to hit 3.5 very quickly, and that means I'm now painting up here 35%, and I'm just painting at 35% over the shawl just to slightly remove the effect of the cloudy sky sitting over the top of it. So instead of painting a black hole in the mask now, I'm painting a grey hole through the mask. So there's the mask, a mixture of white, black and grey, and there's what we've got. So I mean, how simple that is, in effect a digital composite. Now what you can do, this little chain between the two layers, if you unlink that chain, you want the mask to stay where it is, but you can hit Command T on the background, and you can just change its position. Then the mask will stay where it is because you've unlinked it. And depending on what you see, you can see patterns in the clouds that might act as lead-in lines or whatever. But you can also, of course, right-click and warp it, and you can change the lines of the cloud. So trying to get that line there to come in towards the eye. Hit enter. And if you're happy with it, flatten image, give it the good old vignette treatment, rectangular marquee tool, draw it out, and select inverse, select modify feather, hit enter, Command C, Command J, image adjustment, exposure, bring it down 1, and hit OK. Turn it off and on to see the effect of that. You can know what I'm going to say, 70%, flatten image, Command J, filter, Nik software, Color FX Pro, and we're going to go to darken, light and center. We're going to make the center luminosity 20, border luminosity whatever, 20, let's go 24. Center size, small, we'll go 12. Place the center over that eye, and I will just hit OK. and turn it off and on, and we go with 70%, and that just draws you into the eye. And there we go. Sharpen, filter, mix software, output sharpener, inkjet auto luster 2400, move it over the eyes, and preview on and off. So that level of sharpness is needed. This was a raw file, flatten image, and there you go. There is a digital composite in what, 5 minutes. Thank you.